Hi friends, here is the tree view where you can insert the data at different label. It can be at the parent or at the root, or it can be a child to a existing row. Now here the moment I am selecting one row, you can see the parent ID is collected here and placed it. So here the intention is that I will be adding a child to this parent. Similarly, already the child is there, I can also add child to this. So here moment I select this row, so you can just see even here also one more child row was there. So let us just select this and add one child to this particular row. So IID, it's optional, I can each give it or I can just leave it blank, so Treeview will add its own. So I am just giving 1cc, so it's a child of 1c. Now text, this text is it will appear under this ghost column, so that will be used to expand it. Let me just put it same 1cc. Now here what values should go? It's a single column value we are inserting, so that value I will write it here. So for our understanding I am saying child 1cc. Now once I insert this has gone here. Say this is the child of this. Now let me just collapse this and let's add one root or in the parent of it, so third one. So what I will do is we'll just remove this. We will not keep any parent ID. IID, okay, let's keep it as 3 and text as 3, let's say 3a and 3a, and the value here is root 3. So now if I'll insert it, you just see it is inserted in the root or in the parent as a parent row. So this way we can multiple at any location, we can add data, connect it to a database, and all those applications we can develop where you need a parent and child data to be inserted. For example, we have a student. Now the student ID name is a main parent row we can. Plus in the child we can keep its hostel admission details, its marks in the semester, its library fees. All those can be different child under the same parent where you have declared the student ID. We'll try to learn on this line. We'll start from here. This is our blank template, and on this we'll add our tree view and all those inputs, widgets and button. But if you are you understand the tree view, how to place it and all this and the entry widgets, you can skip the first layout and design part and you can start working on the our function which triggers the insertion and also the timeline is there in the description. You can skip the first part. So for others, let's just start our tree view. It's TTK, the module we have imported at the top. Let me move up a bit. Yeah, here it is. Actually at the first line number 1, TTK is there. So we'll say TRV equal to this is TTK. Now I am going dot Treeview. So where it is placed, my underscore w, my parent window at line number 4, we have declared it already. Now here we are saying select mode. Select mode is browse. So different modes are there. So here we are given it because it's a tabular data and we'll be storing it. Now let's place it on a grid. So again grid, if you are following our previous tutorials, we have worked on many on tree view, taking the data from database and displaying and all. So those things, similar concept we have used, and I am just repeating for the beginners so it will be easy for them to understand, and otherwise you can skip this layout part also. So column equal to 1, so it's row 1 column 1. Row span I am giving 5. Why I am giving 5? Because 5 input to the right of it will be there. So this tree view will take vertically more space. So I am giving row span equal to 5 and pad x equal to 5. I am not fussing with the left edge, and pad y, but top also I am giving a gap of 20. So pad x, pad y both are there. Now let me come back and say TRB columns. I'll just place it one column only, but note that there is a ghost column also, because where we call it ghost because a plus symbol will appear, expand and collapse, the symbols will appear there. So I'm giving it 1. So next is what should I show? It's a tree view I'll show or headings only I'll show. Let's put it both. So TRB. Now all these basics we have already discussed in our basics of tree view. So tree and headings both. So I can you give only tree, then in that case only the expands and collapse that will appear, no headings, or I can give headings only keeping tree as hide the tree. So here we are giving both. Now whatever, now the columns will come. So first let's say trb dot column. Now here has 0. This is our ghost column, or the one where our plus expand and collapse, that symbol will come. Width equal to 90 and anchor, let's say west. You can do center, east, or whatever way you want. So column, now this is one column. Now next column I'll just copy this, paste it here, column. Now this is my first one, or the one whatever I have given at the top, one. Here the width I'll make it 130 and anchor let it be. So this is headings are over. Now let's just add little bit of text also. So sorry, we'll give the headings now. Two headings are there, trb dot heading. Heading, now when I am talking heading has 0, then text, what should appear on the text? So text also we'll say has only. Now the column heading, whatever column we have used, that is the name. We want some data name or whatever you want to add it. trv heading. Now here I'll say 1, then text equal to, what should be then written? It should let it write name. Okay, whatever you want to write it here. Now one record will insert, rest 3-4 things will paste it. So let's just put it trv dot insert. I am adding some row to this. Its parent ID is I am giving it sorry, I have to keep it blank, because if it is a root, it is has to be parent ID has to be blank. Where it should be ended, it's the end I am giving. Otherwise, if I want this to be at the top of the rest of the record, then I have to give 0. I am giving end here. So and then I am giving a unique ID, IID equal to A. This ID has to be unique, and if I am not giving, then Treeview will add its own. But here I have given it. Open, by default it should keep open or close. So I am giving it true. Then value. Here values, what should be happy goes to the, because single one is there, so we will give a tuple here. So for that we'll say, let us say it na dot Alex. So this is what will go there. Now with this, let's just have a look. We'll see how our tree view looks, or any error message is there. Here it is. You can see it. This is the tree view. We are not added the style anyway. We'll add it subsequently. So here whatever I have inserted one. So it's a parent node. So it's not appearing any expands or close. I can insert it also. In the same line, we'll paste some few more insert rows commands. So let me just select this and paste it here. So I have few more, and you note that in this, wherever this is parent window is blank, that is the root or the parent window. Whenever I am giving a ID here, parent ID, so this parent ID is means here you see this is a root row, so or the parent row, and this is a child of it, because I have mentioned 1 here. Similarly, here you can see this is a child of, and here the parent ID is parent ID is IID is 2. So this is the child of it. Now a child also can be a parent of another child. So for that, here you can see this unique ID is here for this row, which is also a child, is 2C. Now this 2C is the parent ID for another insert command. So and it has a unique ID. So this is a 2 level again. So first one parent, then one child, then one child. So let's just save it and run and see how this window. Here you can see here below 2C. I'll just put it parallelly here. You can see that. You just see 2 is this particular row is the parent one, then one child is there, then when I can expand it, one more child is there. So this child to run is the child of child run and which is a child of run. So that way we can create a parent child. Now while inserting the data, we can also decide where this it is a child to a particular parent or it can goes to a root also. We'll learn that. We'll insert one label and one entry box here. So we'll say first L1 equal to tk dot label. So this is the label only. What you will text will say what that mean for. My underscore w is my parent window text equal to parent id. Why I am writing parent id is whenever we select a row, the id will automatically be read and displayed here, because then if you are selecting a row, that means that we are adding a child to that row. So parent id. Now watch a little more will give a width equal to 10. Now let's just place it on a grid. So L1 and grid equal to row equal to 1 and column equal to 2. So because because column 1 is our tree view, column 2, and in the row 1, and we have given more row spans to our tree view. Okay, now for an entry widget, we will take e1.str equal to tk dot string var. We are taking a string var here because that string var will connect to that entry. So whatever data is there, that will be stored in the string var. So it's I am giving my it belongs to this particular window. Now the entry e1 is tk dot entry. Now you see my underscore w is my parent window text variable. Here I am connecting to the string variable what I have just declared, e1.str. So now this whatever I enter here, let me move up a bit here. So it has started from here. Let me give a gap. Find the string variable. You can see here this string variable I am connected to my entry. So e1str. Now this is our then slightly background. I'll give it different, so it is looks whatever color you want you can give it. I give it yellow. Now slightly width I will add it, width equal to 15. These are all for the layout. If you are using a bigger window and all, you can change it. Font I am giving 16, slightly bigger font. I am not using a variable again here. Now I will place it on a grid. So e1 dot grid. Now row equal to same, row equal to 1 and column equal to 3, because column 2 you just see above we have that label, so it's a right of that label. So column equal to 3. Now let's just have a look. We'll see how it appears single one. You can see the parent id, it is there, and this. Now below that 4 more will come. Instead of writing all the code same again string variable, I'll just paste that one. So what I will do, I will just select up to this. I am pasting another, so it starts from L1, it will be multiple label entry. Here it is. So let's just up to this point. We'll see how this looks. You can see here parent id, then these are all labels only, whatever we had, and each one is connected to a string variable. You can see e4str, one we have created for label 1. Now next all other entries, after the label, one entry and one string variable. So each entry is connected to one string variable. So this is the fourth one, value is fourth one. So this is the fourth e4_str. You can see here this is the string variable, and it is text variable option. I am connecting it. One important part is the button, which triggers the function to insert the data. So for that we'll write it b1 equal to tk dot button. So my parent window my underscore w text equal to insert. Whatever you want, add data or anything, you can write it. Command equal to lambda. Now here I am saying data insert. This is the function I am writing it, but function so far I have not declared it, so I will declare it now. Let me place it on the grid first. Grid. Now here I am saying row equal to 5, column equal to 2. Row 5 means all above 1, 2, 3, 4 are already occupied by our input. one label and one entry. So that is why below that, the last one, it is coming. But I have to declare two functions here. Okay, one will first declare data insert. So I will move up. Let me come up here. Here I will say data insert, define data insert. So this particular function, I will write the code here. So I am keeping it passed. Now let's just see how this button also looks. Here it is. If I'll click this, nothing will happen now. We have not written any code, but whatever data we pass it, that will store it as a based on the row. We have selection of the row when you select it. But now one more thing we have to do. The moment I select a row, I put the cursor there, or I'm just clicking and selecting, that parent ID will appear here. Once if I am using that parent ID, that means my data will go as a child to that parent. If I am removing that, then that will be itself will be a parent or in the root. We'll create or bind the event first. So trv.bind. Now here I am inside that I will write Treeview select. So what will happen once a row is selected? Execute the function data collect. You can give any name. So now that function I will create first, div data collect. So here we will write self because it's a event. Now here inside first we'll correct the parent ID of the selected item. So parent ID is trv equal to, sorry, this variable trv dot selection. Now in this selection, with the first element is the parent ID, so 0 element we have taken. Now this parent ID, whatever we get, will associate with the first input box string variable. So e1 underscore str, this is the string variable set PID. See here, e1 str is declared here and is connected to the first entry as parent ID. So there will default it. Once you select it, the value will be reflected there. User can delete it or change it, anything. So now let's just see how that works. I'm just running this. I'm selecting. You can see here the parent ID is reflected there. If I'll change it, I can go to something else to see inside that here also. So whatever row I am selecting, that corresponding parent ID is, that particular row parent ID is collected and given as an input to the user. We'll insert the data now. So inside data insert, this function will say if e2 underscore str dot get. So it's a string variable. We are just checking what is the data entered in the e2 or the second, that is IID, whether the user has entered it or not, equal to blank. Now in this case, if it is blank, then slightly our requirement will change. We will not give any value for our IID option, so Treeview will decide. So trv insert. Now e1 underscore str dot get. So this is the, what you are reading is the parent ID. Now then end. End means we are telling this, add it at the below that. Below of the, if it is a parent ID, otherwise at the end. Otherwise, if you want it above it, then you have to give it 0. So then we'll say open. By default, it is open equal to true. Now text. What text should appear on that ghost column? When you expand it, what text should appear? So that text I am giving E3. That is what we are collecting. E3 text equal to E3 underscore str dot get. Fine. Now values. Here is the, what are the values will collect it. Now here is a list, a tuple, so we'll give the tuple here, but one value only. So E4 underscore str dot get, and you want more, you can add it more also, because in this example we have taken one only value, so it is as a tuple we have given. Now if it is, suppose the user has entered some IID value, then else will say this same one, will just copy it and add one more option. So I am just copying this, using it here. Now here what I will do is, After this end, here I will use IID equal to E2 underscore str dot get. Okay, this has gone next line, so I will bring it here. Okay, so this is the extra else condition. We have added this line only, this particular part extra only, because the IID value that user want to enter it or not it asks Treeview to select on its own. So that's all. This will insert it. Let's test it again. So here it is. I want to expand this, and below this I want to write it. So for that, or below this parallel to this, so 2C is the parent ID. Now I am giving here 2CD IID. Now text also let it be 2CD. Now here I will say child 3 of run. So that is the data. Now let me insert this. You can see here it has come. And suppose I want one more child below this, because once I am selecting 2CD is selected here. So similarly, okay, one more thing I have missed here. What I have to do is, once I am inserting, I will remove all the values. I will set all the values to again to blank, because it will be ready for the next one. So that part I have missed. So I am writing e1 dot str dot set. Sorry, e1 underscore, e1 or e1 str dot set now to blank. So no input is given here, blank. Now similarly I will just copy this. Sorry, let me now this will be E2 set. I am giving it blank again. Now let me just copy this, paste it, make it E3. Now again one more is E4. So once the data is inserted, then this will rest it, all the values are blank, set to blank, so it is ready for our next input. So let's try that again. So below, okay, this time we'll go here below this. So 1C we have selected, this is picked up. Now I am giving it, because 1CC, one more child of this text also 1CC. Now data I am writing child 2LX, just to for our reference purpose I am inserting. Here you can see, now you can see all the values have removed, and we have selected 1CC. Now let's come here, and this time let's add one without any child, so it will delete this. No parent ID. IID is let's give D, and text is let's give D. So D is not there. Now next let's say parent D. Now let's insert it. You can see it has come here. Now further I can add child to this and all. I can continue, because this sort of application will be required when you have a sub inside that one more. So student, then again its library fees, is hostel fees, like that you can pull from database also. This childs also the rows can come from different table database also, and can be reflected here. That is the main advantage here, child and parent. And here we have seen how a entry box is used. That's all, friend. This was a question asked, so how to use the entry box. So hope this will help you and clarify that it is not that directly we can enter the child. We can take the user input and enter it as a child, enter as a parent and all. Next we are moving towards a creating a invoice or a billing system using the Treeview. So that will help you to understand how the rows are added, selected. Many things will be combinedly will be doing, and little bit of style also will add to that. So I'll request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified as and when we add new tutorials. We frequently do that also. And if you have any doubts, suggestion, questions or ideas, use the comment section below to post it. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.